This is TNA Live Review Show. I'm Nightmare88, and we are going to get this thing going right now. Alright, TNA iMPACT, what another great show for TNA. At least in my opinion. I don't know about you guys out there in the chat and everybody watching. The first segment was Joe and Nash. We had Nash come out, tell Joe basically, we can finish this. I just want to see if you're ready for the pay-per-view. I'm going to give you a challenge, 3 people. So that's for later on tonight. Segment went pretty well. I'm just ready for this Joe Nash thing to get over with, but I won't stick on that very long. Alright, then we had an interview with the beautiful people. I personally don't enjoy Angelina Love on the mic, but that's just me. It was a good segment though. It built it for the pageant anyways. Alright. If I'm going too fast, you guys can say fast, but I mean, it don't matter. Alright, Abyss Challenge. This was a match. Christian Cage came out and accepted this challenge. Him and Abyss went out for pretty good while, and then we saw the Abyss get the win, I believe. Unless I'm drawing a blank, I believe Abyss got the win. It was pretty good to see that happen. Actually, now that I think about it, I think Cage might have won. That is really bad that I can't remember that in the last 10 minutes. But I promise you it was a good match and everything. Anyways. Then we come to a part that I dreaded on the show. Definitely dreaded the fact that they did this beauty contest. Part 1 was is what is on now, or was on at this point, and it was a gown thingy majigger or something like that. It was real whack. That's my thoughts on it, and I really don't feel like wasting much time on it, so I'm moving on. Next was an interview with Sanjay Dutt. Good job, Sanjay Dutt. You've definitely made me somewhat excited for that match at the pay-per-view. You definitely did promote it well, and you did a good promo, so congratulations. Good segment of the show. Then next, a big shocker. Nothing happens as far as a physical contact in Karen's angle. That's the next segment, and she's interviewing Sting, aka the Savior, in my opinion. Yeah, he definitely they went back and forth saying that he wants some answers from Jarrett. He thinks he's here to show the young talent they need. He wants to leave this company in the right business. I wish he would leave now, but that's just me. Maybe you all feel the same way. I know a few of you do. But that's basically what happened there. And next, probably my second least favorite. I know I love AJ, but the next segment, AJ Styles and Frank Trigg. You see AJ calling out Frank Trigg, and he basically just flat out, called him out, saying, "I want a match with you." Frank Trigg comes out, pretty much calling him a bitch, a wimp or whatever. But he does accept the challenge for the pay-per-view at No Surrender. But unfortunately, it is not a wrestling match, and that disappoints me because I want to see Frank Trigg get his ass kicked. But anyway, hopefully this MMA match, I guess, is what it's going to be. 3 rounds, I think. Hopefully it'll still be entertaining, but we'll see from that. And then next, speechless about this next thing. Speechless. Christian Cage promo. Knocked it out the park. I don't know, I mean, a lot of people when promos come up, they just kind of half-ass pay attention. But this was awesome. So definitely a great promo by Christian Cage, and it proved he is ready for the pay-per-view. And I think, it proved once again that Christian Cage is a threat in TNA again. And plus it's in Canada, so you could see Cage win the title this Sunday. Next, beauty contest part 2. I believe it was a swimwear or whatever. Angelina Love, hot. Lois Sky, hot. Taylor Wilde, even hotter. But stupid segment. I forgot to mention the last part. The Justice Brotherhood, or the Brother Justice Hood, I don't even care. They're the judge during this whole thing, and it's just whack. That just adds to it. Adds to the whackness. Didn't like this either. Besides the hotness and being able to look at them, but if I want to look at hot girls, I watch WWE. I had to get that in there. Anyways, next up, the knockouts. They can get, which I mean we just saw the knockouts, but a knockouts in a match, and they just busted her ass. Kong, Roxy, awesome. I mean, it's awesome Kong, but they're very, very good. The match was it wasn't great because it didn't last that long. Kong pretty much destroyed Roxy. Roxy, I don't know exactly. I can't remember the bump. I think it was a chair shot. I think she landed on her or something like that. But it was Roxy cut herself right here and she was bleeding. Let me tell you, that girl busts her ass week in after week for Impact. For TNA. I want to see her with the belt before the year's out, or before the end of next year at least. She deserves it, and she's busting her ass for it. Same reason Cash should have had a belt a long time ago, and we all know the story there. Well, most of us do. All right, moving on. Next is the actual Nash challenge. We have three. He picked three opponents. The first one, Johnny Devine, easy, nothing. Joe, he comes out. Joe, I think, does a drawing a blank. Does a something driver. What do you call it? Like the FU type thing, but looks a lot better. I forgot what you call it. He does that to him. Pins him 1, 2, 3. It's over. Then next out, Lance Rock. A little quicker, a little longer match. But then we see a beatdown easily, and then Lance Rock taps out to the Coquina Clutch. Samoa's one of Samoa Joe's finishers. Then the third person, Joe versus Tomko. Tomko comes out. I was surprised. I was like, man, I hope it's not someone weak. I hope it's someone. Sorry, let me relax. I hope it's not someone like that's not gonna be someone that is believable for Joe. But that's a good thing to do. But yeah, Joe wins with the Muscle Buster. They actually go back and forth a little while though, and I think it ended good. After that, Nash comes out, or Nash is already out actually. He comes out and does the whole, you're good, good job for you. I'm done with you. I'm leaving you alone. You proved yourself. Have a great title run. I'm not going to bother you. Which we all know ain't true. We know Nash is going to turn on him anyways, but that's for another day. Alright, next to part 3 of the beauty contest. And with that, we saw a talent competition. And basically, let me just tell you, I would rather shit than watch this part 3. It was pretty bad. I don't know what else to say about it. It was pretty bad. Although Taylor Wilde can, throw a beat on the drums, I was impressed. Very impressed with that, but I don't want to see it on TNA wrestling, or wrestling in general. So, yeah. I'm going to move on from that. I think Taylor Wilde won the whole thing, and then they beat her up afterwards. Rhino came in for the save. That's another thing. Just going to quickly go through that or whatever. I want to stop real quick. That's going to be part 1.